currently on Elizabeth Way in Elizabeth. A beautiful night. It is Sunday night, February the 9th, 2025. Beautiful day today, 29 degrees Celsius. And I thought I'd do a bit of experimentation. First of all, I just want to take a walk around Elizabeth at night. And secondly, I want to test out this new camera that I have. It's an Osmo Pocket 3. And yeah, just want to see how it handles, how it looks. Excuse me. Repeating them on Elizabeth Way in Elizabeth. It's about 9 p.m. I saw a few months back now the latest hatchet job that the Adelaide media did on Elizabeth. I ran some story about what a ghetto wasteland Elizabeth is. The usual story I've been hearing my whole life. So I thought, well, is it safe to walk in Elizabeth at night? So that's what I'm doing. Now, see what happens. Coming up to the intersection with Goodman Road on Elizabeth Way. Bear with me as I navigate some cars. Now, I've lived in Elizabeth my whole life, 48 years. That's a long time, half a century almost. And of course, growing up, well, even to the very present day, you're used to people ridiculing and putting down your home. And this is, of course, not to say that there are no problems. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. Sure. There are some dickheads around. You never know what could happen, but I find that everywhere. I've had more trouble running into people outside of Elizabeth than in Elizabeth. That, of course, not to say it won't happen here. Could happen right now. But the point being, a lot of the rubbish is mythological. As you tend to find in areas that are poor. There's nothing wrong with being poor. Certainly no excuse to be a criminal or antisocial. I mean, I think it's safe to say for every one of us that we see more antisocial behaviour as the years go on, which is a reflection of wider society. Why that is, well, that's not the domain of this recording. But hell, I might get jumped in a minute, stabbed and robbed. Have to eat humble pie. But the point I'm trying to make is that what I'm doing right now is not out of the ordinary for me. As someone who doesn't drive, who relies on public transport or his own 2 feet, you have to walk around. And the route I'm currently walking, repeating as I'm on Elizabeth Way, walking right now in a westerly direction, about to turn into a more northerly direction. But this is a route I've taken many times. And I've always felt safe. Of course, you have to be cautious. You have to be on your toes. It's just a fact that I feel safer here in this part of the world than anywhere else. That comes from familiarity, of course. If I lived on the other side of the city, I'd probably be much more have much more trepidation entering Elizabeth as I would anywhere. But anyway, I'll just go for a bit of a stroll. We're now coming into the Elizabeth train station. Excuse me again. This is Mountbatten Square. A lot of names in the Elizabeth area, of course, named after the royal family, which is extremely ironic. I won't find too many aristocrats here, fortunately. Of course, Elizabeth itself was named after the Queen, the former Queen now, I should say. It was originally going to be named after Thomas Playford, the long-standing Premier of South Australia, but I believe he rejected it. He didn't want it to be named after him. I assume out of humility. And thus it became Elizabeth. So here we are at the Elizabeth train station. Now, I will concede that train stations, especially at night, appear to attract some interesting individuals. Just got to be careful with the camera, because the camera changes the equation. People see a camera and something happens in their head. So it's important to keep it out of sight as much as you can, which with this little thing is actually a lot more possible. What does this sign say? Free mental health support. Might come in handy one day. So now I'm crossing back toward Elizabeth Way, and that's McDonald's over there. I'm going to cross Elizabeth Way and head back across to the Elizabeth Centre, which at this time of night is closed, especially on a Sunday. Coming up to Elizabeth Way. No, I won't use the pedestrian gates, lights, sorry. Watch me standing at the lights all night. Okay, so we're heading over to the centre, as us locals call it. Now everything's going to pop out. Could be around here. Sorry about that. Oh my god. I'm still getting used to this thing. Damn it. Some young dude back there asked if I had any smokes, I think. And I thought, you beauty. Interaction. I hit the damn bloody stop button. Sorry about that, nothing happened. I mean, just ask if I had something. I said, no, I didn't. So you run into people around here. He was alright, he might come up and knife me in the back in a minute. But, so now in front of Elizabeth City Centre. Coming into Oxenham Drive. Where the buses come and go. Yeah, sorry about that. I just... Hey, see? Yeah, I'm getting used to this. I only bought this camera yesterday. It arrived Saturday. So this is my second day with it. I am learning on the fly. And it's not a very big camera, there's not a long way to hold it. My finger is right near the on and off button, so I have to overcome that. How good's that moon look? Absolutely beautiful night. In fact, it's a lot darker around here than I anticipated. These solar panels at the car park are normally illuminating, but it is a Sunday. Centre would have closed a few hours ago now, several hours ago. See, it's pretty much dead as Dillinger around here. Not really sure where to go next. I won't do this all night. We're in the northern entrance of the centre. Just an announcement I wanted to make. A rather big announcement regarding the Beaumont children here in Adelaide. Just take you to the front door and have a look. I just found out this evening that there is going to be another dig at the former Castalloy factory site. As the 452 pulls in. At the former Castalloy factory site in North Clinton. The former factory of Harry Phipps. And apparently the dig is going to commence on February the 24th, which is only a couple of weeks away. So, of course, if you've seen my previous video on the Beaumont children and the Harry Phipps angle, the former Castalloy factory site is gone. It's now just an empty lot, so perfect opportunity to dig it up again. I'm not sure how extensive the dig's going to be, hopefully very extensive. Just, if it is another red herring, at least be able to say it is. Now walking back in a southerly direction. I'm on the eastern side of the centre. So yeah, so there will be a third dig. I hope that there's something there. I mean, if the Beaumont children's remains were there, that would be would be the ideal situation. Excuse me. Just to resolve this awful tragedy. Almost next year is 60 years since the children were abducted. It's the another entrance of the centre. I think we all have a bit of a self-interest in the resolution of the Beaumont abductions, and I would absolutely love to see it resolved, but who knows? Who knows? So yeah, that's the latest update on the Beaumont children. Okay, so I've almost done, well, not quite a 360, maybe a 200 degree lap. Haven't been mugged or shot yet. Really annoyed that I hit the damn button when that dude talked. To hear how it turns out. As I said, he just asked me for smokes, I think. Hard to hear him. He was about 15 metres away, so 10 metres. Anyway, I have to learn how to manipulate this camera better. Hey! That means it must be 9 p.m. Correction, 9:15 p.m. What am I saying? It's 9:15 p.m. It's beautiful Sunday night here at Elizabeth. All right, I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Just showing you that you can walk in Elizabeth at night. Like anywhere, keep your wits about you. You never know what's going to happen. But Elizabeth will always be a place that belongs to those who care for her. And this is my home. So as I approach Phillip Highway, just wait to around this corner. So yeah, just a bit of an experimental video. Not sure how it'll turn out. In between making some true crime videos, still got plenty in the works. Got to fill the gaps up somehow. Okay, so here in Elizabeth, I'll try and find the, see, when I'm looking for it, I can't find the button. When I didn't want to find it, I found it. Murphy's Law. So here in Elizabeth, thank you for watching. Adios.